HELIOS, New Light on Science.
Welcome back to another episode of our podcast, Helios, New Light of Science. We are continuing our conversation about the latest in science and technology and the incredible opportunities available to researchers today. Specifically, we are hosting at these topics through the lens of the International HELIOS Project, funded by the European Union under the WIDERA program. This project has brought together 5 different organizations to push the boundaries of bioorganic lighting and help universities grow their potential, including our project coordinator, Lviv Polytechnic National University. Our guest today is Nataliia Kuzyk. Nataliia is an early stage researcher, a PhD student at the Department of Electronic Engineering, and a member of a Helios research team. She works right here at Lviv Polytechnic and is a brilliant example of a new generation of scientists. Welcome to the podcast, Nataliia.
Hi everyone, it's a great honor to be here with you in this podcast.
Okay, Nataliia, welcome. Tell us, how did your passion for science begin? What is a childhood dream, or it is a concise choice during your university years?
It's a great question, thank you. I suppose that every science will be allied with me that science is a passion. So it's kind of passion what you grow up with. I can't remember exactly this moment when I decided that I would like to be a scientist, and it's not depends how life goes. You just know that you want it, and in right time, in right place, you became a PhD student.
Thanks. And being an early stage researcher in Ukraine today is quite a challenge. What exactly inspires you to stay in the field and keep pushing forward with your research?
For sure, the most inspiring for me things are my supervisors and people who helps me, who taught me everything that I can do in science, and I am really inspired by our project and projects like this when you can have some exchange experience in other labs in other university, and you can see how it works, and when you have an understanding that here in Lviv Polytechnic we are really doing a great science openings and a great science. It's very inspiring for me.
And what about, for example, your typical day as a PhD student at Lviv Polytechnic? Is it mostly lab work or spending time at your computer?
Oh, PhD students' life is a struggling, like real struggle and fight. But as usual, the works is divided into like branches. One branch is laboratory work. When you have some should provide some experiments, you have laboratory work, laboratory day per day, day per day, and when you have enough that data, so the struggling near computer starts, and you have a lot of calculations. Like this morning, I start with lab work, and now I am on podcast. So great. The life of PhD is not really bad.
Okay, yeah, thanks. And you represent a new generation of Ukrainian scientists. In your opinion, what sets this generation apart from previous one?
It's also a very deep question, as if you don't take in account that really we are different in our minds, in our point of view on the whole world, but really is big difference now in opportunities. Students, master's degree, bachelor's degree, PhD have really much more opportunities than previous generations, and not everyone can understand, can obtain all this information, and not everyone is sure that it's worth to trying to be involved in some projects or to be involved in some programs. But I suppose that the main difference is the quantity of opportunities what students have now.
And what advice would you give to students who are considering a PhD but are still on the fence about it?
You never know before you try. So I suppose that everyone should try how it is. You can you can try to know how real science life looks like. There are a lot of opportunities even for master's programs to visit some conferences, to visit some workshops like was provided on HELIOS Project, and you can see how it looks, what how interesting it is. And I suppose that you never know before you try. If you are hesitating, you should try.
And now, looking back at your scientific work so far, what do you consider your biggest achievement or win?
Oh, for sure, it's white emitting monomolecular OLID.
Okay, thank you. And now we are moving to the next set of questions regarding the involvement in Helios project activities. And probably our first question in that term can be, for example, in a simple terms, what is the core research goal of the Helios project, and what are the ultimately trying to achieve with all these advanced technologies?
So, as everyone know now, the main goal of our projects is wide emitting OLEDs because as they are very useful in different types of electronics, and it has a wide visible spectra. Everyone, and I am like in physicist team, so I am trying to do a proper structure with proper heterolayers to achieve white light emitting on monomolecular white emitting.
Seems like an interesting stuff for those who understand probably all these terms. And what is your specific role in the project? What does your day-to-day work as a team member involve?
So PhD students are like the main power of each project as they works in laboratories mostly and have new ideas, change these ideas with supervisors. Not all ideas are good, but you should try. And we gain, it can give us new experience. So my role is combining structures. I'm trying to make heterostructures and also to research some photophysical properties of new synthesized materials from our partners from Kaunas or Scotland, and trying to implement it in working OLEDs.
Okay. And Helios brings together five different organizations. What is it like working in such international collaboration? Did you have previously experienced similar something like this?
Yes, I have a small experience like in exchange in other university, and it was just a week experience, not like our secondments in Helios. But even for week, I understand that it's great experience that you can see how works other groups. Sometimes the same things that we are doing in one lab and in another looks gave different results, and they can you can have some new experience how to do some things what you can do in your lab. Our secondments in Kaunas and in Glasgow was great. I was near months in Kaunas University, and a lot of new technologies I see. I managed to work on new equipment, what I never previous saw, and I can understand deeper how our OLEDs work from chemical point of view, as we are physicists. So it was really great experience, and my secondment was to Glasgow University. It was also a great experience, a big, great lab, and also it's really great collaboration when people who make devices can collaborate with people who make some emitters like materials, compounds to emitters, as it gave possibility to deeply understand the physics of whole process. Also, in frameworks of HELIOS Project, I have an opportunity to visit Bad Honnef Physicum Centrum. It was a summer school, and it was also collaborating like chemistry, science, electronics, physics, and it was a big school for PhD students. We have a nice poster session in what we can see how our other groups works, what research can do PhD students from whole world.
And do you notice any differences in how science is approached in Ukraine versus abroad?
For sure, there is difference, but you feel very proud when you understand that your results are really good and really are valuable in the whole world science. Sometimes other university have more equipment, etc. But still, I'm really proud of my university and our group, as our work looks very well, and I have a lot of talks near my poster, even actually on this summer school in Bad Honnef in Germany. So I was really proud when people came to my poster and was interested in my works and results of my work.
And how could the results of the Helios project change our daily lives in future? Are we talking about new type of light bulbs, or is it something else entirely?
I suppose that it's not only about bulbs, it's of a whole politics of energy efficiency. As we know, there is a big course in Euro Union Green Deal 2050, and its main course is to make smaller of consumption of electricity. And as we can know, in Ukraine, the 30% of whole electricity is going on lighting systems. And for sure, we need more efficient lighting systems. And for sure, we need more efficient touchpads, more efficient screen. And it's all about Helios projects. It's like a whole consumption concept, how to live more energy efficient.
And what are the biggest technical challenges you face while working on the project? Are there any?
You know, for the previous year, I was visiting different laboratories, work on different equipment. So actually, you always see some new equipment, what you hoping would be in your lab, but still everything was very good organized, and I don't feel like I have some equipment, as if you can't measure it at Lviv, you can go to secondment to Kaunas or to Glasgow. So I suppose no.
Okay, and from what is known from the project website, the Helios project also aims to build university potential. Beyond scientific knowledge, what do you think young researchers gain from participating in such initiatives?
Young scientists from such initiatives gain new experience, have also a great potential to be involved in different postdoctoral programs, also gain experience in working in other labs. And I really like interdisciplinary of our project. So I suppose it's the main things, as you can look forward not only from one point of view on problem of efficient lighting, but from different points of view, like from a chemistry point, from electronic points, and from technical some points. So the main for young researchers is experience in working, how you should write, how you should talk, how you should work with different equipment, from what to start if you like some science project. I suppose experience is the great things what you can have from such project.
Okay, agree. And to wrap things up, what are your personal plans after the project is finished and you've defended your dissertation?
Oh, it's ambition plans. The main thing for me is now my PhD defense, as I am third year PhD student. I hope I will be working at National University still, and I hope we will have new projects, as work in such projects is a great pleasure for me, I suppose.
Okay, I think that you'll deserve it, and our best wishes for you to accomplish it, and your dreams came true.
Thank you.
Yeah, and at this point, Natalia, thank you for sharing your journey and your passion with us. It's clear that the future of science is in the great hands, and your work within the HELIOS project is a perfect example of that. To our listeners, we hope this conversation inspires you to view a career in research from a new perspective. But we are just scraping the surface. In our upcoming episodes, we will shift our focus to the heart of the project. We'll be talking in detail about the scientific aspects of Helios and its immense research value. We've explored the how and why behind the technologies that could soon change the way they light our world. This podcast is hosted by Nataliia Kuzyk, head of the project office at Lviv Polytechnic National University, bringing you closer to the people and ideas driving innovation within the HELIOS project. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. See you on the next episode of Helios, the new light on science.
HELIOS, new light on science.